I'm Vin.
I'm Sori.
That's Booby.
And Ghosty and Chip and Salty.
Metallica. We haven't done Metallica in almost 2 months.
I know.
Almost 3 months.
Yeah.
So, back in the day, people were like, I know that this is a Metallica
Yeah,
channel.
remember it was Metallica Monday? People were calling it?
Metallica
Yeah.
Monday. I know this is Metallica channel. It was funny because I looking at the comments. And they're like, you have all these obscure bands. You have these obscure bands. You can't think this is good for the channel. It's like, we're not necessarily concerned with getting a video that's going to get us the most views.
Right.
We've got, I mean, at the end of the day, the channel is about finding music.
Right.
And reacting to music and enjoying the music. So,
right.
Yeah, we've done a ton of obscure bands lately. A lot of that has to do with the fact that we had loyal patrons that stayed with us in our 6-week hiatus because we had Orion. But the other part of it is, I like discovering new bands. So we just
fun.
discovered that Tableau Mort band.
Yeah.
Which I became an instant fan of. So like, I'm enjoying it, but. You know, Metallica is oldie but goodie. Definitely a foundational band for our channel, for sure. So, inshallah, this doesn't get blocked. We had a guy. He goes, you guys need to get your shit together and figure out how to not to get your videos blocked. He's like, there are other channels that have videos that don't get blocked.
Do they break their songs up?
Oh, yeah. I explained it to him. He goes, no. There's a bunch of channels that do it without getting it blocked. I said, do me a favor. Find one song that got blocked on ours and then show me the channel that does it all the way through. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have to comment.
Right. Radio silence.
Yeah. Everything we do is purposeful.
Right.
On the forum.
Right.
On the channel. So.
Hey, we've got some cool gear. We've got mugs and shirts and stuff. The link is in the description if you're interested. And if you send us a picture of you wearing any of our stuff, we'll put you in one of our videos.
Where in the world is a village?
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, so this is Until It Sleeps Metallica. Let's do it.
Patrons, don't forget, there's a video up on Patreon for you. So.
Really?
Yeah, it's my first time trying vodka.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's go.
And go.
Where do I take this pain of mine?
I like that.
I run, but it stays right by my side. So tear me open, pour me out. This thing's inside, scream and shout, and the pain still shakes me. So hold me until it sleeps. Like the curse, just like the stream. You feed it all once, now it's dead. Now it's dead. So tear me open, but beware. This thing's inside without a beer, and the dirt still stains me. So wash me up until it grips you so bad. It stays you so bad. It hates you so bad. It holds you so bad. Till it sleeps. Till it sleeps. Tell me why you've chosen me. I don't want your grip, don't want your greed. I don't want it. Still stains me, so wash me till I'm clean. I'll tear you, God, no longer will you hurt anymore. The pain still shakes me, so hold me until it's
Wow.
That's deep.
Yeah.
I wonder why
What?
this song is really good, and it sounds like it could be a radio song, but I've never really heard it before.
Yeah, I was surprised, like,
Where the heck? Oh, it was on the Load record. Okay.
oh,
All my friends that introduced me to Metallica, that was like, you're not supposed to
Yeah.
listen to anything from Load. Okay, well, you were wrong, Nelson. This is a good song.
Yeah, I
Why'd
figured
you
you'd like
lead me
this one.
astray?
when the lyrics started and I was like, oh, this is a Vin song.
Really?
Yeah.
The lyrics?
Yeah.
I like
thought
that.
you could relate.
That guitar. Well, I mean, everybody can relate to that. What are you talking about? What do you mean?
It just seemed like something you would relate to more.
Yeah, that line was kind of
Really?
a throwaway line to me.
Really? Okay.
Well, yeah, there's not really much unique about that introductory line, but
Oh, I liked it.
it looks like he's talking about his mom dying, which of course I could. You remember when we were doing Lateralis? Not every song is about his mom. It's probably one of these situations, but it looks like because he says the dirt
That's
still
interesting.
stains
That's not
me.
what I thought he was singing about. Okay.
The dirt still stains me, and then he's talking about pain that won't go away or whatever. Which
Yeah.
for Hetfield, the big thing was what happened with his mom. So I'm just correlating it to it. What did you correlate it to?
Oh, I thought he was singing about like his own personal, the pain that he's experienced in his life because of, yeah, that would include his mom, but also like his own like personal demons and like the dark sides of himself and like all that kind of stuff, like all kind of balled inside. Where do I take this pain of mine? I run, but it stays right by my side. Just like the curse, just like a string. I don't know. I guess tear me open, but beware, there's things inside without a care, and the dirt still stains me, so wash me until I'm clean. I just thought that was, again, just like inside of him, he feels like that corrosion taking place, and he was like, you can tear me open, but it's just gonna be,
This is a good line. Just like the stray, you feed it once, now it stays.
yeah,
Like
yep,
that's a good line.
yep,
So that's probably something about addiction. Then he wants to be washed until he's clean, but it seems to be something he can't control. But it looks like he's talking. This is why I think it's his mom, because he says it grips you so hold me. It stains you, so hold me. It hates you, so hold me.
Oh.
So he's talking to someone. You know what I mean?
You so hold me. Oh.
And then something
what
a kid
happened
would
to
say
his
to his
mom?
mom. Well, she had some sort of disease or something, and I think they were Christian Scientists or something like that. So she wouldn't get medical attention, which is where the whole God that failed thing came from.
Okay. So maybe it was, if it was talking about like the pain that she was having. If if she was sick, and so he's saying it grips you, so hold me. It stains you, so hold me.
Right.
It hates you, so hold. Like the whole like when I was going through labor with Orion, and I kept like going into
right.
like
right.
And I wanted
Right, and that just seems like something a kid would say to his mom, that you want to be held or whatever. Yeah. Which I think is a brave, lyrical selection from Hetfield because he's he's a tough guy, Metallica, da. Yeah. But that's a pretty vulnerable thing. You thought it was a relationship song?
Yeah, I just thought of.
Well, I mean, he does have a relationship with his mom.
Yeah, no, but I was thinking like man to woman, like not mom to son.
Okay, and how come?
Well, I don't want to say too much, but I guess like I've known people in their relationships where if their guy was having a hard time, and then he just laid his head in her lap and and she was like held him while he was having a rough time. So that's what I thought of when I heard it.
Oh.
But when I heard it, I didn't read it properly, obviously.
What do you mean?
Because I always do this. What?
What do you mean you didn't read it properly?
Because it was saying it grips you, so hold me.
Yeah.
I thought he was saying that it was gripping him, and so he wanted her to hold him. But that's not what was happening. You see what I'm saying?
Oh.
So I misread it. Did he say this again somewhere else and say it a little differently? So hold me until it sleeps.
I don't think so.
It grips you, so hold me. Go up more. It grips you, so hold me. Yeah, I read that different. Every time I read it, I thought that it was gripping him, and so he was saying to her, hold me. Well, and then I thought it said something about, until it sleeps. So I just thought it was, when you're really if I'm having a day that's just overly just very emotional or very upset or whatever, it's just a lot. And then when you hug me when I'm feeling like that, I just feel some of that is just kind of going away and I'm feeling better. So I just thought it was something like that, he has these inner demons, this inner turmoil, this inner whatever that's going on. And then I thought he was saying hold me until it sleeps, as in whatever that thing is that it goes at him inside, that's his internal stain or whatever. That he was asking her, hold me until that sleeps. But now I see that's not what the line was at all.
Well,
so I thought it was really cute. I was oh.
Yeah, in the
if you're having a bad day, let me hold you.
Yeah, see, then if I'm having a bad day, I don't want to be touched.
I know.
Yeah. And if I'm having a really bad day, I don't want to be talked to. I don't want to be touched.
Yeah.
At all. So it's hard for you because you're a toucher. Mm-hmm. So. Especially
when I see somebody's having a hard time. But I think I'm probably reading myself onto the person, because when I'm having a hard time, I want to be.
Right.
Well, that's because if I if I go and get alone, when I'm having a rough time, I spiral downward fast. Mm-hmm. So for me, it's better just hold me, just hug me and help me, just because if I go off alone by myself, I'm gonna be in a much more vulnerable position.
Right. Which you know, the sixth song, the 2 songs down from this song is Hero of the Day, where he's directly talking to his mama, you know, Mama, they try to break me, blah, blah, blah. So it looks like, you know, he wants a comfort from his mom. And the title is kind of ominous because if he wants his mom to hold him until whatever he's afraid of passes him by, then it's never going to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Because his mom's gone. She's not there to do that for him.
Yeah.
So, you know, but
Yikes.
that's, and it's interesting because usually your mom holds you until you go to sleep.
Yeah.
Like that's mom's job, but because his mom is gone,
Ugh.
he can only say until it sleeps, and then it is, you know, fill in the blank. Whether it's his addictions, whether it's, you know, what ended up killing his mom. You're like, that's smart writing.
Yeah.
Where you can say something that's directly related to something, but at the same time it opens it up for other people to pour whatever they want into that term it. But you know, when you lose your mom, you know, like that's one of those things that's really, really difficult to reconcile with, because the person who all your life was the one that was comforting you and all that, when all that went down, like they're gone. So there's no, if your mom's still around, you give her a hug, because not everybody's mom is still around. But you know, that's, you know, it's tough stuff to have to.
When you know, read in a book or hear different stories of like war stuff, and like when the person is dying and they call for their mom.
Yeah.
It's like.
Yeah, it's brutal.
And I didn't really like I would hear that and I'd be like, oh my gosh, that's sad. But like now that I have a son, I think to myself, oh my gosh, like if Orion was like grown and he was like, oh my word, that would just break my heart. Like, wow.
Well, there's that picture with there's that scene in The Passion where Jesus stumbled. I don't think you watched the movie.
I did.
But Jesus is stumbling, carrying the cross, and then there's the flashback of Mary, and Jesus, you know, Jesus, you know, he skins his knee, and she runs over to him, and then, you know, so like it's sequencing at the same time, you know, and he's a grown man, and, you know, that was a very, very significant moment in the movie, you know, like that was probably my favorite part of the movie, but. And at the time, my mom and I were not getting along. Surprise, surprise. But, you know, there's some things you really, really never outgrow. Like, you know. And you have to, you know, we were talking about this on the drive back. Like, one of the tasks, one of the jobs of being an adult is making peace with your parents. Because if you're raised by sinful people, they're going to hurt you.
Right.
But at the same time, those are the people that love you the most on the planet. You know, the way that my mother loved me was, you know, utterly unique. I mean, we had a lot of wars, but, you know, that's an irreplaceable thing. You're never going to get that back. So, but at the same time, like, they're also the ones that hurt you the most too. And so you have to kind of reconcile with your, and you know, we were having this conversation about you on the other side, you know, as a you know, daughter with a, you know, father, that type of thing. So like that's a task of being an adult, and you got to figure that shit out before, you know, you no longer have a mother to reconcile with. You know, so, and it's weird, like I've seen him be mad at God, like the God that failed is probably about his mom. And he did have that song, it was on the Justice for All, Dear Mother, Dear Father, I forgot the name of the song, but, so he does talk about his mom as far as like having a conflict with her. And I actually think, didn't he say Dear Mother or Dear Father in that song?
I don't remember.
Metallica, let me see, what's the name of that song? Dyer's Eve, yeah. It starts with Dear Mother, Dear Father. What is this hell you have put me through, believer, deceiver, Dan? So, like, he had issues with his mom, which of course he was not able to really, you know, express. And this song was from the Justice record, and it kind of came off as like angry. It didn't come off as sad and as a person that, you know, is grieving. Which of course, you know, those are the steps that you have to go through when you're a young male and you're not told to get in touch with your actual feelings.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of anger is just simply, you know, pain or depression that gets converted into a more masculine, powerful emotion. So, I assume that that's what the song was about. I'm not like 100% certain. Well, that's what it was about for me. So, you know. I was thinking about Orion today, and I was thinking about like my mom would lose her mind over Orion. She'd love him.
She would.
Goodness.
That's our baby. We had him like 9 weeks ago.
She would squeeze the hell out of his cheeks, and then she'd find some embarrassing picture of me when I was a baby.
I wish that I could see some pictures of you.
So anyway, shout out to my mom. What do you give the song?
I liked it. When I'm editing, I'm gonna listen to the version without the orchestra because I want to hear the other version of it as well. I thought it was cool, and I really like the angle when you take like, you know, you take the orchestra and you mix it with the metal.
Yeah.
You know.
You mix it with the metal?
Yeah, like because they had their metal instruments and stuff, and then you had the orchestra over there, and it's funny because like you think about like high school and stuff, and like the band was like there's like a band like, and those people are like the nerdy people and the ones that people don't associate with. They don't associate with the metal crowd. You know what I mean? And so like these people kind of came together, and I think that's cool.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with a 9.
Yeah, it's a solid 9 for me. I'm gonna find Nelson on Facebook and be like, "What's wrong with you, bruh?" But we were given very, very specific directions. Do not listen to Load. Well, he was like, if you want to love Metallica, you have to not listen to Load, because then you'll hate them for the rest of your life. But that was his experience. That wasn't mine. I think he refused. He refused to go to Tattoo the Earth with us.
Really?
He wouldn't go because Metallica was headlining.
What the heck?
Because they had the audacity to expand their style.
Wow.
I just think he couldn't afford it. Now looking back, I just don't think he could afford the ticket.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So he used that as his reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Because it's like Slayer was there. There's a whole bunch of bands. Slipknot was there. There's a whole bunch of bands that was there. Like, what's your problem, bruh?
Listen, you guys need to know. Right now, it's 3:05 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for us.
There you are.
We haven't had our supper yet, and I haven't had my shower yet today.
It's true. By the way, shout out to the women's national soccer team.
Yep.
We made Pierce Morgan very angry. Very angry. All right, y'all. 9 for me. 9 for you.
Yeah.
Vin out.
Sori out.
Gone.
It hurts you so